This is Bob Herzog on camera. We're here at 1647 Maltman to interview Alberto Hernandez, a famous gardener. And this is the front parkway. We're just getting a taste of the beginning of what is to be a rather interesting and fascinating tour of the handiwork that this man has done. This house has been featured in Quinceañera, the recent movie. And here coming toward us from the house is Tricia McGrath, who will be conducting the interview today. We wanted to get a shot of the outside of the house. You can see the floor. And this is maybe left over from Easter or getting ready for Easter. There are eggs all over the front lawn, plastic eggs. Okay, we're taking another look at the garden and the walkway that leads down to the back of the house. And we want to catch this cacti, which has a lot of beaded glass balls on it. We want to catch this wonderful inlaid tile work on the walk. And this leads to the back of the house. This is great. We need to turn around.
Shoot it all with you.
No habrá de cambiar el mundo hasta que el hombre cambie su conciencia. You can't change the world until you change your conscience. Very good.
It's a philosophy behind that. Walk through it like yours.
And this is Alberto Hernandez.
Hi.
There he is. He's going to take us on a tour of his jardín, especialmente. Okay, we'll follow you.
We'll follow you, Alberto.
You need some help?
No, I'm actually good. I'll just set it down.
I have to do two things at once. Watch where I'm walking. Oh, look at this. Well, this is part of the tour.
Beautiful. Yeah? Well, some places they change their landscape every season. He changes the art and the landscape stays the same. To your left.
I know. Oh, to my left?
Yeah, your left.
You don't want me to follow him?
All right. No, well, go to your left.
Okay. This is elaborate. This is an art installation.
See, the live eggs, everything has to do with life. Because it's going to be Easter, right?
Yep.
Look at the wall he built, Bob, on the left. It's all hand done. Beautiful.
Everything has bits of glass and tile
mosaic.
embedded in it.
It's a lot to see.
And don't forget,
Through it quickly. Don't take too much time.
okay,
Just turn it on and keep going. There you go. Next to your left is another scene. There's another scene here. There we go. The cobalt blue and the glass is up on the ceiling to the right. He had that made. Isn't it beautiful?
this looks like his work area.
Some of his painting.
Yeah.
Look at the sun on the floor with the mirror. Isn't that gorgeous? Now Christmas, Bob, on your left, this was 2 rooms, and you took out the divider and made it into one large area. So things are movable.
Again, more inlaid sidewalks.
Bob,
Yes, ma'am.
look. Bob.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm going to come around. I can't just jiggle this camera. It'll make everybody ill who's watching it. Again, more inlay. And we're heading back toward the house. Look at this. Mirror inlaid in the pathway. Everywhere bits of pottery.
Who knows? Yeah, it's sort of like it's making Bob laugh, so that's a good thing.
Here we are at the gazebo.
Oh,
It's a spooky forest space.
you want to be happy here.
I think you'd be very happy here. Where else could he be?
Yeah. A happy face.
Oh, what is
It's
this?
a spooky forest man.
Looking for
Forest
it.
space.
You just put it on the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is the front, and
Yeah.
then the eyes, and then the second eye.
There's a nose in there.
Oh, there. Oh, the nose.
Yeah.
To be there, like
Yeah.
that.
Spooky forest. Thank you for letting us
We
interview.
need-
March 12th,
March 12th. I already had
2007. Okay.
put the date in and introduced you and introduced Alberto and myself.
Okay, we're with Alberto Hernandez Castillo
Mhm.
at 1647 Maltman Avenue. And so we start with, you've been here 14 years. right?
14 years.
And you were born in Mexico?
I'm born in Mexico, San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me that name again because I have it written down, but what would I give it? Which town?
San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
Is that the center, right? The center
Yeah.
of Mexico? Got a
Mhm.
little stuff on it.
Makeup.
Thank you. And your parents, do they still live there?
I still live in Mexico.
And you found one picture of your parents?
No, I find one picture of the person that used to belong to that house.
Oh, okay. Do you have pictures of your parents too, or
No, no, my
not with
parents.
you?
Yeah.
So you got a haircut since I saw you.
Yeah.
So you lived in Mexico and came here when you were 25. Can you tell us what happened when you were in Mexico and how you were depressed? You said your partner died.
I came into Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And in Houston, Texas, and one of my best friends passed away. So I get so depressed because he passed away very fast. He have a toxoplasmosis, a disease, the brain.
Jeez,
In 3 months, he passed away.
it's terrible.
So I was not ready to something like that happen so fast.
Mhm.
And I went to the doctor because I can't sleep. I was so depressed, and then he recommended me to start to do something artistic or talk with people or get out, just doing something because the only way they want to be crazy or something like that.
Jump off a cliff.
Yeah. So
Did you paint? Did you
No, I
begin
never
paint?
paint before. I just went to the store and buy my canvas, my painting, and start to do little things around.
Mhm.
And that's the way I start to do things. And then we buy the house, and I saw the garden is so big, and it's a big area where I can do my artistic things. So I have already 14 years doing little by little things, but it's more like therapy. It's not like I have to do things.
Right.
Yeah, it's something I enjoy and relax my body and relax myself, and I be better person with the rest of people do.
So
They help a lot. I really recommend to everybody do something.
I've been recommending it to
Yeah.
all my friends since you told me.
Yeah.
The depressed
But
ones.
they don't have to be art. They can be talk with people, get into the community, help, listen to the rest of it. That's very important because
Volunteer work.
yeah, because right now it's people that don't have time for nothing. They just go to work, come back home, and that's it.
Self-centered.
Yeah, and then we forgot we are a community where people we have to meet each other or something.
So we could go out and help each other.
Yeah.
Get out of ourselves. But you did it through art. So when you came in from Mexico, did you come here to live?
No, I came into Houston just for a few years
Okay.
to
And
make
you were
some
doing
money,
your
and
art
then
too?
my idea was to come back to Mexico.
Uh-huh.
But I come here and I like it, and
Mhm.
I decided to live here for the rest of my life. And
And
die
then-
here and bury here and everything.
Then you started this garden,
Yeah.
and that's when you started installing the art.
It's still my art and my
14
garden.
years ago.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So, have you, then about 5 years ago, there was a man who bought the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Russell?
Yeah, it was Tyler Cassidy.
Tyler Cassidy.
Mhm.
And how did you meet him?
That was funny because they have a special event they call Day of the Dead. And I find a little car in the street, somebody throw away and say, oh, it's a contest for building altars and stuff like that. So I called and make a registration and I went there. So they invite me to do building something for 11, the accident in New York. So I went there,
In New York?
not here in the cemetery,
okay.
Hollywood Forever. And I built an altar specific for respect for the people that died in New York in
in
the
the
accident
9/11.
in 9/11. So I make a beautiful altar and they have a like pride, people come and bring candles and stuff like that. And that's just the way I meet Hollywood Forever. And then they invite me to have the contest, and I play in the contest for Day of the Dead, and I win the first prize.
There you go.
So after I win the first prize, the owner looking for me and say, I need you working for this company. And I say, well, this is very hard because I work in a cemetery, and I was so scared to working with that people. It was completely what I tried to go away.
Away
I tried
from.
I tried to go away from
Exactly.
death.
How ironical.
And ironically, my life go back to the same thing. So I start, okay, something let me tell me, do I have to working with people that are depressed and work in the cemetery and blah, blah, blah. It's okay. Can I mix this with art so I can make something for my life?
Mhm.
So I request the owner they can let me work in the artistic department.
Okay.
They say, okay, go ahead, show me what you can do. So I start working and we start to build new ideas for San Francisco and in our cemeteries have around.
Okay.
With like in San Francisco, we start to do the native California plants to preserve the plants for all California plants. They grow natural, wild on the mountains, so we try to preserve to they don't disappear around. So the new generations can see the plants and medicine plants, they're native for here for California. So we start to build like a park with plants and cascades and stuff like that. But everything is natural over there.
So it's all native California?
Native
Oh my
California
God.
plants. And that's happened in San Francisco, so I start to do building the idea and building everything natural, like caskets, and you can imagine like paper mache caskets.
How do you do a paper mache cascade?
We mixing the paper, mixing like the coconut
Skins?
skin, leaves, little branch, and mixing everything together and working, and then we build it up the casket. And people love it, but that's like calling a disintegration. You put the body and the casket, and then when they put in the body, we put in a special mushroom inside. When the body disintegrates, the casket disintegrates too.
Okay.
So now everything is like a
Natural.
natural rotation because you are helping the natural trees and flowers to grow,
Right.
but at the same time you do something good for the air.
Right.
So that's where we're working over there.
Oh,
And
that's interesting.
people in San Francisco, they really appreciate the new context, the new things we're doing there. And here is completely different. Here is more like glamour thing and more expensive stuff. But it's California, they love.
Now, are you decorating the cemetery in Hollywood Forever, or are you doing individual interments or things that are already established, or are you in charge of the whole thing over there?
No. I just do the artistic part, like
Okay.
design.
You're the
some-
artistic designer,
Yeah, artistic designer.
and what do you design over there?
But right now, like,
Minerals?
we working like a Buddha's garden. We design like a stupas. A stupas, a new idea, more like a triangle,
Okay.
and they put the edges inside. So we renovate and bring new ideas to people so they can have more options to be
Okay.
buried there.
Well, that's neat.
But they have all the prices. They have cheap prices and expensive ones.
Yeah.
So.
What's the most expensive price?
Oh my God, you can believe it. Some people they spend like $500,000 in one space, with the tomb with a how they call them? It's a special stone, like
Right,
alabasters and
Okay.
granite and stuff like that. If people have money, they can be able to do it.
Do you, if you take a tour of Hollywood Forever, there are quite a few movie people buried there.
Oh yeah,
So you have, is it Louis B. Mayer?
it's Valentino is
Valentino's
buried
there?
there. It's Fairbank. I don't know if
Douglas
you remember
Fairbanks?
Douglas Fairbank. It's a lot. It's more than 180. We
Really?
can spend a whole day just looking.
Is there a tour we can take sometime?
Yeah,
Oh
every
my God.
Saturday we have a tour there at 9 o'clock, and
Okay.
a person they can explain everything about the life of the
Oh,
people
great.
there. I don't know if you remember the Little Rascals.
Yeah.
One of the Little Rascals is buried
Oh,
there.
okay.
But it's a lot of movie stars buried there.
That
Yeah.
would be neat to take the tour.
Yeah, the last person they buried there was, I don't know if you remember King Kong, the movie.
Yeah.
The blondie lady, they have a King Kong in hand.
Oh, yeah.
She passed away like 3 or 4 months ago. They buried over there.
Okay.
The electric car is buried there.
You're kidding?
Yes.
The whole electric car?
Yeah.
Who buried that?
For the company for the electric car.
Oh, that's
They
crazy.
requested and they bury it. They pay for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who knew?
They have people with the music like Ramones. I don't know if you hear about
Yeah, the
Ramones.
Ramones.
Yeah. It's buried there.
Okay.
And when you can finish, it's a lot of people there.
know.
So I can give a book. You
I
can go
want a
through.
tour of your landscaping there, because you've done some of the landscaping there. or
I done the
design.
Buddha garden. I designed the Buddha garden. And I do a little works around it.
Okay.
Designs inside and stuff like that.
And you have an office there with
I
a
have my
crew.
office. You're welcome to go to my
That's
office.
what I want to do.
It's kind of wild, my office.
See
though.
your wild office.
Yeah.
We
have a
actually
treatment
we'd
store.
like to tape you in your office
Yeah, we're
too,
gonna
and
come
then
another
you
day.
can show us at another time.
Yeah.
That's convenient for you, and we'd like to have you give us a little tour of what you do there.
Of course.
That'd be
Great.
fun. So now you're just developing. You leave the plants alone because there's quite a few palms I noticed. You have
Mhm.
a whole grove of palms here, And they're real, right? Not props.
No, I have a mix.
You
we
do
have,
have
real
some props.
plants, and we have
you do
plastic.
have
We
plastic,
have
So you can't. It's,
stone, crystal, glass.
yeah.
Everything is recycled. It's mixed real with the not real.
That isn't a real palm, is it?
That's a real palm.
That's a real palm. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And you have beautiful bromeliads and the air plants and the orchids hanging from the trees. It's so nice. So you have to tend to all that. So you have your own gardeners here too.
Yeah.
Who kind of, but then every season or every holiday you change the theme, right?
We change the decoration at every holiday season. But remember, I do by because I love it. And the neighbors love it too.
Yeah.
Even I have people far away, they come in to visit to see her.
They come by, I see them slowing
can
down
see
on
it.
Maltman and
Yeah.
taking a picture.
Yeah.
Halloween is great here.
Oh yeah.
I love
Last year
Halloween.
we had a lot of fun.
Oh, that was really fun.
Yeah.
How many seasons do you actually change here? Is it every holiday?
No. It just starts to kind of holiday like Easter time.
Easter, Christmas, Halloween.
We have Christmas. Hi.
Hello. Hi, Nobako.
We have visitors.
Yeah, we have a visitor. Do we have a, oh, we have another chair.
Oh, it's
It's a little
okay.
bit there.
We can hanging around
Yes,
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
taking
ahead.
pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, continue interviewing.
You want to wander around and look
yeah,
at the garden?
I know
Okay.
the beautiful.
Hi, Moto.
Hi.
Come back and
Yeah.
join us.
Okay.
So it's the major holidays, in other
Yeah.
words. So the next holiday after Easter might be not the 4th of July. You skip
For
that.
July, I just put a little flags and stuff
Okay.
like that, but I escape a little bit of that.
Okay. But Halloween is the big next one.
Halloween, Christmas,
Christmas, Easter.
Easter,
Mhm.
sometime Memorial Day, but it's a pain.
Because I was here at Christmas, and this is completely different from Christmas.
Oh yeah, we decorate all the way from the
I
back.
know. And New Year's, because you had the candles going all the way to the, as a sign of life with on the
Yeah.
driveway and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So that was neat. And you've changed the walls. There was a wall behind us.
Yeah, we change.
You actually physically moved a wall to make
Mhm.
a bigger section there. So that must be a challenge. But as you say, it's therapy.
Definitely.
That's wonderful.
And I really recommend everybody to do that because you can go home and do little things around, change the little thing.
Yeah.
And it's karma too. It's a good energy coming to your home and you can feel it.
Mhm.
It's,
And you-
something new home. I don't know, I have these things here.
Energize and develop your artistic side.
Mm-hmm.
And you were raised Catholic?
I raised Catholic
Yeah.
and I'm still Catholic.
And do you ever feel like the hand of divine providence is still guiding you, or
Oh, definitely.
in
I
this?
think
So
that-
there's so much
yeah.
spirituality around here. Saint Anthony here,
Yeah. No, this
And-
is San Francisco.
Saint Francis,
Yeah, San Francisco.
and then the Virgin
Yeah.
Queen.
Well, we also have Buddhas,
Yeah,
and we
Buddhas.
have other icons from other religions. from
every
India.
religion's represented.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
universal.
I think it's universal.
Yeah.
I think the point for everything is love. Is you love any kind of religion. That's the way we grow, and you can give it love to the rest of people.
Right. So
That's
what
the point.
exactly? And friendship.
Yeah.
And you have very solid friendships.
Oh yeah, I have very good friends.
And that's wonderful. And
Where
then-
do you go out when you go out to be entertained and to have dinner? Do you have a favorite restaurant you like to go to?
Of course, I love Silver Lake. Have the most wonderful restaurants around here. Usually we go to Conquistador, example, and we're going to. There's a lot of good ones. Even I find another one yesterday.
Really?
I love to hunting.
We just interviewed a week ago
Mhm.
Jesse Pinto.
Oh,
in
wow.
Conquistador. We were in his restaurant,
Oh my goodness.
and he told us about his history, and he had friends there, and we had several of our people there, including Tricia. So everything links.
Plus, we found out about the happy hour.
Oh, I want to know.
Yeah, it's like 4 to 6, and
Yeah.
the drinks are half price,
Except
and they have a
that-
huge food spread
Jesse
inside.
complimented us. He comped our dinner and our margaritas,
Oh, that was so
which
nice.
is very sweet. He's my next door neighbor.
Oh, really?
He's been my next door
So he's
neighbor
known
for
him for
17 years.
a long
So you have a wonderful time there. Next time invite me. I love the margaritas there. That's the best.
Yeah.
That's for sure. The next time we go, we will invite you.
Yeah.
Where else do you like to go?
Oh, Usually we go to here next the neighbor Glendale. It's between Silver Lake and Glendale, but still belong to Silver Lake. It's,
Atwater?
It's Atwater. But it's I think it's Armenian restaurant
Glendale.
there. It's the best. Looks like a little kitchen, a very small restaurant, but you can go there and you feel like in home. And the food is everything like barbecue thing. It's
The kebab.
magnificent. Like kebab.
Do you cook?
Not at all.
Did your parents
I
cook?
can eat very good, but
Yeah.
I never.
But your mother cook?
Usually my
Father?
mother cooked when she was alive. She already passed away.
Ah.
But my partner, he always cooked. He loved to cook. He's
That's great.
international. He cooked
Oh, that's great.
all around the world.
Oh, that's great.
You can ask him questions. He loved to talk about
Is that
cooking.
Taz?
Has.
Haz.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows all about the.
Nothing. About kitchen, nothing.
That's great. You have quite a few collections in your kitchen too.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we could take a quick run into your kitchen.
Yeah, and asking questions to him. He loved to be
Yeah.
in the kitchen and stuff. He spent all his time in the kitchen.
Well, you have a whole wall of plates, and then on the top you have a whole ceiling of cookie jars and
Yeah.
milk jugs and things like that. And then at Christmas time, your whole Christmas tree was floor-to-ceiling grapes,
Yeah.
and then you turned it on, and it was all chili peppers,
Chili peppers are
hot and sweet, right?
Yeah.
It's really incredible.
I'd love to see the inside.
I
By the
should
way,
take a
do
picture
you
of it.
happen to know Joe Becerra?
Oh yeah.
He's a tile man too, and I would assume you would know each other.
Well, usually it's Silver Lake is like a neighborhood. We know each other one very
And who's
close.
Joe Becerra?
Well, we interviewed, Cheryl Revkin and I interviewed Joe Becerra and his partner David, name slipped, David Bird, and BYRD. And Joe showed us all the tile work that he's done around the house. Their garden is somewhat like this, not quite as elaborate or detailed.
Mhm.
And then his fireplace is all inlaid bits and pieces of tile and glass and
Ceramic.
figurines. And the kitchen, the splash behind the sink and all the countertops are all custom inlaid pieces of tile and
Wow.
figurines, three-dimensional things, bas relief. It's amazing. I thought of, the minute I walked in here, I thought of them. And
Is he in the tile business, or he's just an
well,
artist?
he is an artist mainly. David is also an artist, a graphic artist, a well-known graphic artist. And Joe is just finishing up a commission in Camarillo for one of the public libraries. He did the entry, all inlaid tile, 2 big columns and a 18-foot bench, all of inlaid tile.
Oh, cool.
So that it's perfect. It's
How did you meet Joe Becerra?
Well, I just met him in a special party they have for artists in Silver Lake.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have relation like a real close friend. We just
You knew each other.
met.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's neat.
But I love to be his friend because he's a very wonderful artist.
Yeah.
And I love his work.
has he been here?
Never.
Oh, we
May
should
I
have him.
invite them to
Of
come?
course, you can invite.
They would
Fun.
love this. Both of them
Yeah.
would love this.
Oh, they're welcome.
And you know, you were featured in the LA Times Thursday, September 14th. I have your article here.
Where do you find it?
I found it because I talked to a neighbor and I
Mhm.
said, I would give my right arm for that article. And I was campaigning for neighborhood council.
Oh,
Could you
And-
turn that toward the camera
Sure.
so we can see
And-
it? I saved this, but I can't find it.
And he said, and then the next day it was on my doorstep. That's why it's a little yellow. But it's 3-page color spread in the Los Angeles Times, which was really
Really? And it's dated Thursday, September 14th, 2006. So
Right.
that was recent.
And this is you walking in your, no, this is somebody else walking.
Somebody
that's
else
me. Well,
That's
That's
you
you?
walking in your
with longer hair.
yeah.
car.
Okay.
I like the short look for summer. Here's the rest of it. I guess there's a couple more.
Yes, by the
pages.
way, just for the record, it is summer here. It is March 12th, and we hit 90 degrees today, so it might as well be August, right? Oh, look inside.
Yeah. This is a lovely article. Don't you have this?
No, I need to go on the computer and get it down.
Print it out.
Yeah.
Here's the gentleman who played the grandfather, or the uncle actually, in Quinceañera. They're showing him, and I guess that was filmed before this came out. But we got glimpses of this beautiful and unusual
And this is
garden.
that lovely room you added on that overlooks the garden, which we'll go up to.
They
later.
filmed in there too.
And did you get this side?
Yes. Yep, got it.
So I thought I'd let you see that one. You've seen it,
I love it.
so you know it. So that's really neat. Maybe we could go visit your house and
Mm-hmm.
think if there anything else you'd like to tell us about the future, or any movie stars or people that you know that you love.
Oh
in
no, I
Silver
just
Lake?
love to say, on the walking fame, most of the space we have is movie star people. They come in here and visit.
Okay.
We have a lot of Latin people. They come in and
Okay.
especially writer people. They do movies, and we have like Hugh Hausers.
Uh-huh.
You can check it out from some of the sides.
Now,
Mm.
is that on the little Hall of Fame that is
Yeah.
over there by the, and did you
On the floor.
concrete that in yourself?
Yeah.
Does each person do their
Mhm.
own? Okay, I want my hands in there.
You can do it.
Are Croatian, French Canadians okay?
Everybody's welcome, no matter
'Cause
where you are.
Now, each one is a different person, but that wasn't there when the house, some of it was, what was there when the house was built, you said?
Usually there was nothing here in the
Nothing.
back.
None of these handprints or
No.
anything were there? Okay, I misunderstood, okay. So then, a lot of the cobalt, everything that you see is, you've put in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is really neat.
You got Huell Hauser. Did he do a documentary here?
Yeah,
Ah, I didn't see that one.
yeah, he make like, I think in 1 hour.
Ooh.
That's
Spend a lot of
great.
time.
Well,
Well,
it
it
takes
was-
at least an hour.
Oh, to appreciate this, yeah, you need to look in all the corners and underneath.
Oh, he had a
there.
lot of fun.
I bet he had a blast, because we're
He
having
was-
a blast.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
He was laughing and
Yeah.
laughing.
Now, do you have your own orchid, a place to grow your own stuff? or
No,
You just get
that's
stuff and put
hang it in the trees and water it and
Yeah.
things around.
Because
I
it's
must
got
tell
the
you that-
humidity for it.
That particular orchid is plastic.
This
Yeah.
is not.
That's plastic.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. it
I'm an
is.
orchid grower. You can't fool me.
That's funny.
But we have a real one, so
You
have
do
to,
have
you
real
have to know
ones,
where's the
'cause-
real one
and you
where's
have the
plastic one.
staghorn ferns too.
Mhm.
And
This
many
is
of the
one of Alberto's visitors taking pictures.
Nobuko.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Nobuko. I belong to Silver Lake Garden Club and
Yay.
with Patricia, and then she told me about this.
And how long have you
fabulous
lived in
house.
Silver Lake?
I live in Silver Lake 20, more than 20 years.
You're down on Lucille.
I live in Lucille, and I never knew this fabulous
Wow.
place.
Me
and,
either.
I'm so happy
Till I
to
read that.
hear. Yeah, it's a wonderful place.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
And this is Moto.
Hi, Moto.
He's a
Everybody
photographer.
get interview.
Hi, Moto.
You having fun?
Yes.
It's a fabulous
Great,
place, huh?
yeah.
Oh, you've got the real professional model.
Yeah. I'm doing photography.
Okay. Okay, here I come. If I fall down, come and get me.
Is this your artwork?
We're going in the house. When was this house built, Alberto?
That's a good question. You can ask him us.
I think it dates back to the early part of last
Next year
century.
they want to have 100 years old.
Yeah, easy. 1906,
1908.
1908.
Now this is the addition.
Ah.
This is the
The
addition
porch.
with the breeze.
Ah, yeah, this was in Quinceañera.
Wow.
Have you seen the movie Quinceañera?
No, I didn't. Oh, they use it here?
It's they use this backyard, this porch.
Oh.
I'm gonna get the view. Look at this altar. That's a vanda. That's a real orchid. I can't grow those. Yeah, I can't grow those.
Mine, I throw them outside and I let them dry out and they bloom their heads. Oh, look at these gorgeous plates.
This is the cooking man.
These, the blue ones, I have a collection of.
Ready?
Yeah. phones available.
Muy bien,
Ah, yes.
perfecto.
Every-
¿Qué número es para poner el
Every
canal ese,
available
¿sabe?
Every
El
kitchen needs a
lineup.
chandelier
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
This room was in quinceañera too. I remember all of these plates.
Oh.
Isn't it beautiful? That looks like very sumptuous, but I know.
Canal 602. Perfecto.
Isn't it nice?
I don't think there's a.
Some of that was on your Christmas tree, I bet.
Ya. Ah, un momentito. Oh, me decía que déjame ver.
I am.
How many bedrooms?
Hello, Missy. Oh, we may lose some picture in here. The light's very low. The interior of the house is an extension of the exterior. Lots of stuff. This looks like a very old Madonna. Alberto! Alberto!
Yeah, collecting Madonnas. But we find it in the garage sales and
This one looks very
fix
old.
it. It's very old. It's like 300 years old.
Oh my. And this one looks more recent.
That's like kiss or something like that.
Isn't that strange? I've never seen.
Is that the baby Jesus?
Baby Jesus.
No nails though. It's just like
Is this the
he's-
infant? The little boy infant in Mexico?
I don't
You
know.
know,
I think that's coming
the
from
child.
Filipinas.
Oh, Philippines.
Santo
These are
Niño,
wonderful.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Is that the Santo Niño de
De Tocios.
Tocios? Is that Filipino?
Filipino.
Okay. Because there is an infant of Providence.
Oh.
Big one. I have one. I have a.
Oh, there's another nice
I'm
one back there.
speechless. Did you do this?
No.
Okay.
This is one of my paintings.
Oh, okay.
You can ask him anything about years and things.
Okay.
They wanna ask
This
about
is one of
cocina, comida.
Alberto's paintings that we're looking
No,
at.
this is not Alberto's painting.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
Alberto's
he just said.
painting?
Yeah.
Wow. And this is Haas, his partner.
Hi, I'm Bob.
Actually is the cook,
Yes.
international. Right?
Not really.
Yeah, Alberto was
I tried my
bragging.
best.
Was
Nice
bragging
meeting
about
you.
you. Good meeting you too.
And that picture, my mom, my dad.
Oh,
And that
over
picture
here and
that-
here?
Yeah, that was used for the Quinceañera movie.
But we know who
The
that
one on the
is.
right.
The one on the right. Yeah.
Looks like you.
Yeah. They said I look not like my
Mom,
father.
too. So what's your favorite dish? Tell me about the Mary.
The Virgin Mary?
Virgin Mary.
Oh, that's Alberto's is big. He always liked to to have something, spiritual in house.
And he has a
says-
collection of
yeah,
Madonnas.
yeah. And we are very religious, so
Is this one of the Madonnas that you're collecting,
Yeah.
Alberto? Is that is it old or tell us
That's
something?
new, I guess.
Lillian
yeah, it's
Gish.
a new one. No, it's an old,
Okay.
but it's pretty.
There is such a good spirit in this house, and I was hoping you'd have your neighbor over because there was a silent film star.
You can ask him. He knows
You know about the
it.
star? Tell
Well,
us.
I know a little bit. His name was Dexter.
Exit Ronald.
Ronald, no. Dexter something. I don't remember exactly the whole
And he
name.
was in silent films.
Silent films, yes.
And he actually lived here.
Yes.
And then you didn't buy the
Yeah.
house from him, but you bought it from
Mm.
somebody who owned,
His
bought
wife.
it from his wife.
His wife.
Is that right?
He was a widow for 30 years,
Okay.
and she never moved out, until she died. And
So
they are
she-
together at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
they?
Yeah.
So we can actually get their names?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Dexter
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Reynolds?
Dexter Reynolds.
Okay. And who did he play with?
I
You
don't
know?
know. There's something
But
we
it
like
was
to
silent
know.
films.
We
We'd like to look
know.
up, Hollywood Heritage.
Yeah.
.org. If you look it up, they have a subgroup that just has silent film stars.
That's why
And we have
he
another-
works in, in the Hollywood cemetery, so.
No, HollywoodHeritage.org Society
Oh.
on the internet, or I can give you the phone number and you can call them. Because we have another silent film star, Zetta Butler, who lived up the street, who worked
Who
with.
was it?
Her name was Mary Robinson, but her real name was Zetta Butler.
Uh-huh.
She married Butler.
Uh-huh.
And she lived up on Mitchell-Trina Street.
Oh, okay.
And she was working with Harold Lloyd for many years.
Oh, Harold Lloyd, I remember.
So
Harold
we
Lloyd,
have
yeah.
pictures of her
Comedian.
did you?
Mhm.
You met Harold Lloyd?
No, but I
You knew
I
him?
knew who he was.
Okay, so we have pictures of him in the movie Nothing Succeeds Like Success. She was in that. And she used to sit up there with her wide brim hat and water her weeds in the front lawn. But she was very religious too. She had changed her garage into a chapel.
Oh,
And she had two
wonderful.
beautiful stained glass windows and a prie-dieu there. She'd pray every day.
Oh, wow.
And just a lovely lady. So we're so fortunate to have all this history
And
on
not far
this
from
hill.
here, on close to Sunset, it's the famous steps from the movie.
Oh, right.
On the
The music box
yeah, the
steps
music
with
box.
Laurel and
Yeah,
Hardy.
yeah.
That's-
We have there's an event every November where they do a celebration and they invite all the neighborhood children to come see the
Uh-huh.
film. And
Uh-huh.
I taped that
They do?
last year. It was
Oh,
fun.
wow.
They have Laurel and Hardy lookalikes
Yeah.
who show up.
Show up.
Uh-huh.
And people come from all over. There was a father and his young daughter from Fresno. They drove down just for that event.
Wow.
And they have free pizza and soft drinks, and it's
Oh,
fun.
that was nice.
We'll get them a flyer so they can come.
Yeah.
The steps. Bob is actually doing a little documentary on all the steps in Silver Lake. That like the Mitchell-Trina steps down at the bottom of the hill, and there are quite a few steps that go up and over, and people that live on the top of the steps.
I'm glad the steps are open now because
Right.
for a couple of years they closed it down
Right.
because vandalism and stuff.
Right. So
But
they've
now
opened
they're
them
open
up,
again.
and we should be having tours and stuff. I know Echo Park Historical Society.
By the
has
way, I
tours.
have those dates for you.
Oh, good.
I like to go to.
Okay, I'm going to sign off.
So I just wanted to thank you, Haas
Oh.
and Alberto, for having us
Surely,
today.
you're very welcome.
Yes,
It was
thank
just
you
so
both.
much fun, and hopefully we'll be back and see you in your office.
Oh, thank
And then we'll just continue the tape.
Oh, you can
Over at Hollywood forever.
amazing.
I know, it's if this is amazing, that's gotta be spectacular, so we're gonna go do
The
that.
next time you come, it's gonna.
Okay, here we go, fellow historical society people.
I like it.
I've got the camera going. Tricia, we're ready.
Good morning, it's Wednesday, April 18th at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and we're interviewing Alberto Hernandez Casillo. And we have Teresa McGrath here, my granddaughter, and
Oops,
Barbara
there she
is
is.
on camera. And
And-
here's Alberto at
And
his desk.
we have interviewed Alberto at his home and garden in Silver Lake, and this is where Alberto works, and he is the head caretaker for Hollywood Forever. Is that correct?
Visual designer also.
And
Yeah.
yes, and we should get a look at this wonderful office that he's created, very much like his own home and garden. We were talking earlier, a few minutes ago, about the walls. The walls are natural. They're all very old. Hollywood Forever has been here, well, for a very long time, and is the resting place for many of the old-time Hollywood celebrities and a lot of the people involved in the motion picture business, and now is currently being used as a resting place for the Russian immigrants and the other people who have come to Hollywood in the last 20 and 30 years. We're intrigued with Alberto's taste. He has great taste and he loves old things. He does pottery, he's a painter, he does tile inlay work, and we wanted to see him in his workplace. So here we are. Tricia, you're on.
Okay, so do you know anything about this building?
This building is the second older building in Los Angeles.
Really?
And I can give you a picture for the building, how they be before. This is supposed to be the entry for the main cemetery. It's a very old building. You can see on the walls, still you can see the adobe.
I read that.
What they make it some time ago.
Yeah. So it's over
It's
200
an
years
adobe
old.
house.
Ah,
And the stone outside. I think they make the construction, I don't know, sure who make it, but I think when it's Mexican territory, because it's the way they make the constructions over there. But I'm not sure. We need to go through the records and find out exactly.
Well, the exterior styling is Spanish.
Yeah, it's very Spanish.
Spanish and I suppose Mexican as well, but the architecture would be classified as Spanish or Spanish Renaissance even.
Mhm.
We'll try and get a shot of that later.
But was this an actual home? Because there's a fireplace in there and a restroom. Did somebody actually live
No,
here?
this was a funeral home.
With the fireplace.
They have the service and they take care of here the customers and everything.
So what did they use this other room with the fireplace?
I
Do you
can
want to
show
walk
you.
in there, Bob?
Sure, I'll follow Alberto.
Mhm.
Maybe they had the deceased in that room?
No.
You'd like to think that.
Look at the tarot card on death there.
Oh, there is a fireplace.
And the same beautiful walls. Did you do anything to these walls, Alberto?
Yeah, I fixed it up. There used to
Did
be nobody here. There was everything destroyed, so I fixed it up the walls and everything. But I just try to live in the same way they are, like very old style. I just painting a little bit on the walls and things like that.
Now, what about the stained glass window? Is that yours?
Stained glass is original
yeah.
pieces for here for Hollywood
That
forever.
was here.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
the studio for the stained glass is over here. You guys wanna see it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, they used to make stained glass in here?
No, we make it here.
You
We
made it.
fix it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
you fix it too?
Yeah.
So,
You two go ahead. I'll come after you. Go
oh
ahead.
my golly, who would know this is huge?
This is a very old place.
Look at how beautiful.
And this
Well,
is
this
the-
is old as the Pueblo de Los Angeles.
Yeah. This is a very artistic area where they do all the construction for the stained glass and fix the very old pieces of Tiffany and all this kind of stuff. So most of the cemeteries have pieces everywhere, and wherever it's broke,
Look at the stained glass.
we bring it over here and we fix it.
Oh my golly.
Yeah. All-
This- Some of this stuff is like the early hand-poured glass that you
Yeah.
can't get anymore.
No longer anymore. You don't find
No,
it.
You can't.
It's,
They
it's
don't
a
pour it
very
anymore
weird
like
piece.
that.
Yeah. So we
It
try
is
to
very
recuperate the pieces and fix it and rebuild them again, everything.
Beautiful. And then where do you put the stained glass? Do you put them in the mausoleums here?
And the mausoleums, yeah, they go
And-
back to the same places.
How many mausoleums do you have here?
This is a large buildings around the world. It's so big. It's like
Oh my goodness.
between 4 or 5 big buildings.
Wow.
Mhm.
I don't think I've been in there. I walked by Griffith, the obelisk of Griffith, and Cecil DeMille, I guess it was DeMille,
Mhm.
and his wife, just right across, right from
Right
this
here.
little studio.
Who's this fellow behind us?
That fellow belongs to the owner. He loves to have people like that around so they can take care of us.
It's obviously a mannequin, but when you're in
Yeah.
a cemetery, you have to ask.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now this is a studio, so where they do all the artistic area.
Right.
The designer and bring the new ideas and stuff like that.
Do they
And-
actually install the granite, or you have other people installing some of the headstones?
Yeah, it's another department.
That's another department.
Yeah.
So this is for the stained glass window repair and
And
also some of the
art.
visual art
Yeah.
design, which is a wonderful table for that.
Mm-hmm.
You could even sandblast stuff on. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
if
do
it's-
even wood and all this kind of
Do you do
stuff
wood
and things
too?
like that.
Wow. So this is really neat. But this building is quite large.
It's big. It's another
big.
area over there is the Day of the Dead. So when we have the festival, all the decorations and everything is the area
Are
where they do all
stored
this,
there.
the storage.
And when is the day of the, I know it's Halloween, but
It's,
is it the day before
it's
Halloween?
October 28th,
2 days, 3 days before?
3 days
Halloween.
before for the Day of the Dead.
And do you do the Day of the Dead here?
I just help sometimes, but this year is I want to take my year off.
Oh, you're not
I
gonna
need to
do
be
it this year?
relaxed. Yeah.
And maybe you're just gonna
I just want
watch
to come
it on
and hit
TV or
it and
something.
enjoy it.
You can sit back and enjoy it.
Well, I used to do, a year ago I did a whole event, but it's a lot of work. It's just, you get exhausted. You have to
Yeah.
work in almost a whole year.
Exactly. Is this something that happens here in Hollywood?
Yeah, every year.
In this Hollywood cemetery?
Yeah, inside in the nighttime.
At night.
Yeah.
3 days before Halloween. So
Yeah.
now we know what the story
You have
is.
to come in this year. It's so
I gotta
beautiful.
go.
It's very spiritual.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I've never actually, I know they have one downtown,
Yeah.
LA too.
And
Couple
West
places.
LA, something like that.
Yeah. Wow, that is so neat.
I'm going to turn this off. Okay, Alberto has been kind enough to give us both Tricia and I a book on the cemetery. And this one's called Valentino Forever. And Rudolph Valentino is interred here, and we're going to see his tomb. That'd be interesting. And a lot of people from Silver Lake are here.
Yes,
I want to tie that in because there weren't a lot of cemeteries around in the early part of the last century. I don't even think Forest Lawn was started until the middle of the 1900s,
Yeah.
if I'm correct. So this cemetery is historically significant and tied to a lot of show business people who lived in Silver Lake and who were buried here or interred here in I guess their ashes would be in wherever it's appropriate. But so this is historically significant, not just for Los Angeles and Hollywood, but also for Silver Lake.
I like the gold sink in the bathroom.
Oh yes, look at
That's
that. It's terrific.
And the
Okay.
gold walls.
Okay, we're going on a tour of some of the
It's not the Griffith Park one.
tombs.
It's the D.W. Griffith.
Okay,
You have both Griffiths?
Yeah.
so D.W. Griffith, where's his tomb?
Huh?
D.W. Griffith?
He's over there on the other side.
But this
Oh,
is
Mr.
Griffith
Griffith.
W. This is Griffith.
So we're gonna
from
start
Griffith
here.
Park. They're two different Griffiths.
Oh, okay. Two different Griffiths.
Right, the one from Griffith Park and the one that did The Birth of the Nation. One of the first, films in the world.
I'm going to turn around here for just a second, keep going, but I want to get to the building we were just in. This is the exterior of a 200-year-old building. This was the original mortuary for Hollywood Forever. And we came through an entrance. The new entrance is off of Santa Monica Boulevard and it's down that lane, and you can see the building in the distance, which is the where we came in, and that's the main mortuary now.
Cecil B. DeMille and his wife Constance.
Cecil B. DeMille and his wife Constance. This is
And they many movies, of course, famous studio.
Yeah.
it's interesting, this little candelabra down here.
I know, and then there's a little rancho here too.
Pulling over.
Going over from the wind. When I was here, the lake was completely empty. I guess I was here when it was in its second stage. This is a shot. I'm surprised. Because I was here when things were falling over and it was deep. So this is the first one.
The famous rock lady, and a lot of people come in here and bring toys and
Was
stuff.
it Bianca Jagger, the
Yes.
wife of Mick Jagger?
I didn't know she was deceased.
I didn't know she was either, and I didn't know she was here.
And,
And people leave like
yeah.
money and Easter eggs and
They have a lot of visitors.
Bianca.
Every day people come and visit her and
with
stuff
Mick
like that.
Jagger's wife, yeah.
How
What's-
nice.
What's the date? Can someone see behind
It's
that?
65 to
65
2001.
and 2001.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Bianca Jagger. Oh well. It's an
Wasn't
interesting.
Bianca.
It's an interesting, very interesting tombstone. An angel. The angel has lipstick on, or his red lips.
She was a rock movie star.
Yeah, she.
Rock
Oh, the
music.
Ramones, yeah. Dee Dee Ramone.
This
Okay,
who's
I got
it?
it.
Who's?
They kiss it.
Oh, it's
Dee
got
Dee Ramone.
Lipstick.
Glenn Colvin was his name, right?
Douglas.
That was one of his song lyrics. I feel so safe flying away.
Too young to die.
Is that a Metro card down there?
A Metro card and a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So if he never needs a bus ride, it's
Well, and there's a pair
Even
of
the map.
dark glasses. And
And
what's
a
that?
room key for Vegas, I
For
think.
the Orleans Hotel in Vegas. That's
well,
great.
that's a good one to give him. I saw French prison. Well, she graduated. She died of an auto accident.
Oh, accident?
She was beheaded,
Oh, yeah.
decapitated, because she liked her convertible. She went over a truck.
Your daughter's in movies now.
Yeah.
Service with him.
Yeah.
Oops.
1958.
Tyrone Power. He's a famous actor from the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Oh, yeah, that's
What is that key? Take that.
TV.
I messed that up. I had my thumb on the zoom while we were shooting this. It was going
Who's in there? That big one.
Dovras or Duras. Is that a V? Roman V is a U. Duras, right?
Oh, he's working with me.
I suspected there might be a problem with that. They don't allow photography in here. Who's Pusio?
This is the first gay couple
Wait a minute.
here.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Couple's been alive.
but you're saying that this is the first tombstone for a gay couple
Yeah,
that here that we're aware of.
yeah.
But openly gay and made their arrangements as a gay couple.
Yeah,
But they're still alive. Right?
yeah.
This is for when they pass. Pusio Kennedy. Interesting name.
You know, that's funny because I went to school with Marion Lake's granddaughter, and I'd go visit her, and I couldn't get my car out of the driveway the rest of the day. She goes, don't worry about it. She goes, "What?" Yes. For your throat? No, that's Kelly's. That's chilly.
When they finish.
They're fixing it. Look at the Tiffany stained glass, Bob, to your right. Go straight up into it. It's so beautiful. That must have been.
So you see over there, yes, the little pieces.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pieces.
This is Valentino's shrine.
Yeah.
Are those his ashes?
No, it's just a memory. I want to show you where's the body and everything. But here they have all his memory things.
Oh, his memorabilia.
Memorabilia stuff.
It's like a little museum.
This one. I was just commenting on the dates on some of these.
1842, this place was in business.
1842 to
That was waiting for the
1925.
Civil War ended in 1865, right?
Yeah.
Here's
Here's 1847.
1866 to
42.
1871 to 1973.
1847, Kate.
Kate Clone.
Yeah.
1847 to 1932. And here is another. Is this a Tiffany too?
Yeah.
It's another Tiffany stained glass window, and it happens to be right next to.
Rudolph.
Where is he?
Rudolph.
Ah, pardon me, folks. Rudolph.
There he is.
Guglielmi Valentino, 1895 to 1920. That's one of those unpronounceable Italian names for we English
He
speakers.
didn't live very long. He was only 31.
What very young.
Very young.
31 when he died. And
Let me get this. Yes, Teresa observed that their lipstick marks where people have kissed the plaque or the frame.
build more mausoleums.
Yeah.
Peter Finch, yes. What was from Broadcast News? What was his famous line? I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Is that network?
Or is that Network? Yeah, it was Network. Fine actor.
Isn't this a beauty? Look at the, and see, look at how
Like
that
the tree
shimmers.
pops out at you.
Yeah, and
See?
look at the gold shimmer. See the
Alberto,
gold in the
just
center?
I'm talking to the camera, but that's all right. Please go ahead and talk. I just wanted to quote Albert as saying that this is a Tiffany stained glass window, and the glass is cut in different depths
3 dimensions.
to give more dimension to it.
And look at the light coming through the center trunk. The trunk, it's just like
It's
gold.
golden.
Shimmer.
And
You
these
stand
were
over here.
and these were done in what period of time? You think the
30s, 20s.
20s maybe.
mid
20s.
1920s?
Beautiful. And see how it bulges
There's
up there?
curves on the top.
They do that after a while from the heat, and there's a machine.
I just asked Alberto when they put the guard on the gate, and he said 5 years ago, because this is like a museum, and there's some very valuable artifacts in here, statuary, and also belongings that are belongings of some of the deceased that are interred here. And he said there are treasures here worth thousands and thousands of dollars, so they now have a guard on the gate. In the old days, they didn't have a guard on the gate.
Let's look at this window in here. It's not a Tiffany, but it's that old style where you use the blacking. That style that became so famous.
Crane in the pond. Crane, the white crane.
That's an aigrette, I do believe. Snowy aigrette. This is the, okay, here's the marker for Hattie McDaniel, famous for. Did you read that, Tricia? I
If a
can't.
man can tell he's been successful in his life by having great friends,